Momodora Moonlit Farewell is a stunning conclusion to the beloved series, blending tight combat, heartfelt storytelling, and atmospheric pixel art into a mesmerizing adventure. The controls are fluid, and every boss fight feels like a rewarding challenge. Its haunting soundtrack pairs beautifully with the emotional beats of the story, pulling you deeper into its mystical world. The game strikes a perfect balance between nostalgia and innovation, honoring its roots while feeling fresh and modern. A truly magical experience that lingers long after the credits roll.
This is a brand new adventure in the
puzzle Bobble Everybubble is a joyful burst of nostalgia wrapped in vibrant modern gameplay. The classic bubble-popping formula returns with charming new twists, cooperative multiplayer, and delightfully colorful visuals. It's easy to jump into, yet challenging enough to keep puzzle fans engaged for hours. The addition of character-driven story elements adds unexpected charm, and the whimsical soundtrack ties it all together perfectly. Whether you're playing solo or teaming up with friends, it delivers a feel-good experience that never stops bubbling with fun. Taito Milestones 3 is a delightful blast from the past, delivering a well-curated mix of arcade classics that feel both nostalgic and surprisingly fresh. Each title offers tight controls and vibrant pixel art that pops with personality. Whether you're chasing high scores or just reliving Golden Age memories, the collection offers great variety and replay value. The emulation quality is solid, and the simple presentation keeps the focus on gameplay. It's a perfect pick-up-and-play experience that reminds us why these retro gems still hold up beautifully today. Spelunker HD Deluxe is a charmingly retro platformer that brilliantly balances challenge and nostalgia. Its quirky physics and one-hit deaths might seem punishing at first, but they quickly become part of the game's addictive rhythm. With multiple game modes, couch co-op, and colorful HD visuals, it breathes new life into the classic Spelunker formula. The remastered soundtrack and updated graphics keep things fresh without losing that old-school charm. For fans of classic platforming with a twist, this is a hidden gem that rewards patience, precision, and perseverance. Snezhinka is an irresistible surprise that blends cozy visuals with surprisingly thoughtful gameplay. Its snow-draped world feels like stepping into a hand-drawn fairy tale, complete with gentle puzzles and a heartwarming story that unfolds at just the right pace. The music is soft and immersive, enhancing the calm, almost meditative vibe. What really stands out is the emotional depth tucked beneath its minimalist surface. It's a quiet, introspective journey that lingers long after the credits roll, a perfect little escape for players craving something peaceful yet meaningful. Process of Elimination is a gripping whodunit that blends classic detective drama with visual novel flair. Each character, from the eccentric sleuths to the chilling villains, brings depth to a story that constantly keeps you guessing. The layered mysteries unravel at a satisfying pace, with choices that feel impactful and puzzles that challenge without frustrating. Visually stylish and backed by a haunting soundtrack, it's an engrossing experience that fans of murder mysteries shouldn't miss. The narrative payoff is well worth the cerebral ride, making every deduction feel genuinely rewarding. Touhou Genso Wanderer Reloaded delivers a captivating blend of roguelike dungeon crawling with charming, vibrant visuals inspired by the Touhou universe. The gameplay is engaging, offering a rewarding challenge through strategic combat and character progression. Fans of turn-based exploration will appreciate the variety of skills and items that keep each run fresh and exciting. The soundtrack perfectly complements the fast-paced action, enhancing immersion. Overall, it's a fantastic experience for those who enjoy deep mechanics wrapped in a colorful, anime-inspired world. Asdivine Cross offers an engaging blend of classic JRPG elements with modern twists that keep the gameplay fresh and exciting. Its vibrant pixel art style perfectly complements a deep storyline filled with intriguing characters and unexpected plot twists. The battle system is both strategic and fast-paced, encouraging thoughtful tactics without dragging the pace. Exploration feels rewarding, with diverse environments and hidden secrets around every corner. Overall, Asdivine Cross delivers a nostalgic yet refreshing RPG experience that fans of the genre will surely appreciate and enjoy. Labyrinth Legend offers a ravishing blend of puzzle solving and action that keeps players engaged from start to finish. The vibrant art style and smooth animations create an inviting atmosphere, while the level design cleverly balances challenge and fun. Controls are intuitive, making exploration and combat feel seamless. The soundtrack perfectly complements the mysterious yet playful vibe of the game. Overall, it delivers a rewarding experience for anyone who enjoys a thoughtful adventure with a touch of magic and clever twists around every corner. Mad Rat Dead is a platformer action game in which players must pump a rat's heart in rhythm with music to keep it alive. Players progress through stages by matching their inputs to addictive songs. A sound test tool allows users to practice their inputs and become acquainted with levels. As players continue, they may unlock new music tracks and combine them with replayable stages of increasing difficulty levels. The game has a rewind button, allowing for limitless attempts to earn the maximum score. Visually, it mixes cartoon pictures with a punk aesthetic. The Legend of Legacy HD Remastered is a fascinating RPG game in which players join 7 adventurers on a quest to discover the mysterious Kingdom of Avalon. The game combines typical RPG fights with a compelling twist, with strategic party formations and combat roles serving as the keys to victory. Players can also use ancient elemental powers by forming contracts after tough conflicts. The voyage is documented, and as exhaustion sets in, players might seek respite in a remote city to revitalize their friends. On a world where humanity has been extinct for millennia, artificial creatures known as Dix-Machina are given the task of restoring humankind. Follow the adventure of 3 EVE, which are the rebuilt consciousnesses of deceased humans implanted into synthetic forms, as they struggle to restore their humanity and investigate Eden's secrets. The game provides an engaging RPG journey with dynamic battle sequences and several weapon customization possibilities, culminating in a visually appealing encounter. The dark and futuristic aesthetics, combined with sci-fi elements, eloquently represent the universe of CRYMACHINA. The Coma 2B Catacomb is a survival horror adventure and a precursor to the series. Players must cross the terrifying mirror dimension and the warped Sewa district, where they will encounter a range of individuals, each with their own story and secrets. The game strikes a balance between exploration and survival, using the player's illumination as both a tool and a liability. The game includes a never-ending pursuit, a Doka-Abi market, dark mysteries, resource management, unlocking tools and upgrades, and stealth mechanics. During the Edo era, an ambitious thief sets out on a quest to steal from the affluent and spread the gains among the poor. However, his initial effort fails when he and his master, Inosuke, see their companions murder innocent citizens. Disillusioned, they escape with Suzuna, a young girl who has lost everything. Ibizo, resolute about his desire to live a fulfilled life, devotes himself to raising her as his own daughter. Caught in a moral quandary, he returns to Mikado, promising to steal exclusively for the less fortunate.
Messes with their heads, so there's no way to know how
The Shin Mikado Academy has been converted into a fight between darkness and light, with the protagonist faced with the hard job of overcoming their own demons as well as the perils that surround them. Using its insidious tentacles, the sinister mist may drive people insane by distorting their senses and converting their worries into terrifying realities. To save their loved ones, the protagonist must strengthen their self-esteem and overcome the demons that torment them. Contracts established by pact bearers who have become receptacles of corruption.
My ego dictates that I do what I think is right.
An abandoned maintenance robot discovers a girl called Toriko on the verge of death in a planet tainted by deadly fungus. She is the last person left and is extremely vulnerable to the fatal circumstances of the outer world. To assure her survival, the robot and decommissioned AI Factoria I construct a terrarium for her. To help Toriko's health and the terrarium, the robot must journey into the wasteland to acquire supplies while facing vagrant machines and aberrant monsters. As they fight through dynamically generated stages in turn-based combat, players must carefully select their loadout. Spirits caught in anguished shells, poisonous manifestations that hinder them from finding peace after death. Poisonette, a determined soul, emerges as the soul's savior, beginning on a treacherous journey through numerous regions of suffering. Along the journey, she meets other Poisonettes who have taken up the task of purifying the anguished shells. Poisonette must battle difficult foes to reach the celestial realm in the game, which combines fast-paced action with exploration. In this action-packed RPG, you command a floating castle and lead warriors into battle in a world plagued with miasma. The exemplars, weapons capable of morphing into sentient warriors, call the castle home. Lucien, a charismatic leader, finds an ancient tome that reveals the existence of these weapons. He and a revenant named Rowena establish an alliance to defeat Welkin's oppressive master. You play as the Master of Destiny, determining the fate of individuals through speech. The action-adventure RPG Lapis Labyrinth requires players to negotiate a labyrinth filled with creatures and deadly traps in order to collect huge riches. Players may stack up to 4 characters to unleash powerful strikes or coordinate attacks, and can pick from 8 character classes ranging from Destroyer to Hunter. Fever Mode, which is enabled by beating many foes, allows players to amass cash and points. With over 100 distinct monsters in the labyrinth, players must brace themselves for difficult opponents and dangerous beasts in order to complete their quest. Clockney is a fascinating hamlet where time stops and menacing devices threaten tranquility. Sherry, Pegreo, and Isaac go on a voyage across time to discover the truth behind these strange events. They meet quirky personalities, such as fortune tellers and innovators, who each hold a piece of the puzzle that will disclose the town's unusual events. As time runs out and the threat of hostile robots intensifies, they must race against the clock to uncover the mysteries of Clockney before it's too late. The adventure teaches children the importance of friendship and courage in the face of hardship. Super Treasure Arena is a one-of-a-kind game that mixes traditional arcade fun with objective-based arena shooting for 4 players. It has 6 fantasy-themed levels, 5 customizable characters, and 2 dynamic gameplay styles. Players can obtain a variety of weaponry to defeat enemies. Classic mode lets players to defeat opponents by collecting cash from monsters and treasure chests, whilst Treasure Run mode requires players to survive while delivering loot-filled chests back to their home base. Beholder is a 2D game in which players take on the role of a landlord in a totalitarian regime, integrating management and surveillance aspects with a story driven by choices. As Carl Stein, a government-installed landlord, you must surreptitiously spy on your tenants while utilizing an experimental medicine to reduce sleep. The game tests your ethics and mind, with several endings based on your decisions. The game contains the Blissful Sleep DLC, which introduces the preceding incident prior to Carl Stein's entrance. Velocity 2X is a spectacular sci-fi adventure that mixes fast-paced gameplay with an exciting plot. Lieutenant Kai Tana, a former test pilot, is kidnapped by an extraterrestrial civilization and must utilize her newly acquired talents and the ship's teleportation ability to save the universe. The game depicts a neon future with stunning visuals and an exhilarating techno music. Players may explore over 50 dynamic levels, each increasing in speed and challenge. The game is highly replayable, and speedrunners may compete on ranked online leaderboards.
My country,
Return to the battlefield of Phenumia, where a besieged nation is on the verge of war. Witness the conflict through the eyes of Princess Cecile and Legatus Lendur, both with their own goals, one striving to restore her kingdom's previous splendor, the other attempting to build a new nation in its place. Fallen Legion Rise to glory adds new artwork, exemplars, animals, opponents, and trials that were not included in the original editions by combining Fallen Legion Flames of Rebellion and Fallen Legion Sins of an Empire for the first time on a single console. Void Terrarium 2, the second entry in the series, transports players to a decaying environment populated with toxic mushrooms. Toriko, a little girl, is the last survivor of mankind supported by Robbie, her robot friend. She is suffering from another life-threatening disease. The game includes weapon mastery, surprise bonuses, customizable partners, and terrarium maintenance. To save Toriko from certain death, players must travel underground corridors, collect materials, and create necessary tools. Money wields tremendous influence in a capitalist society. Use your cash to convince opponents, set traps, and unleash your fists against opposing troops. To restore your country, you must rise from modest origins and battle the Dragolone family. To tip the scales, employ smart battle techniques, bribes, or fatal traps. Recruit or buy devoted followers to increase your ranks while unlocking greater equipment and mastering over 70 distinct fighting methods. The protagonist of the longest 5 minutes, a man who has confronted evil, arrives at the Demon King's stronghold. He is resolved to fight the evil and reclaim his memories, but he is engulfed in darkness, leaving him befuddled. His memories have been taken by amnesia, leaving him with a sense of urgency and unfinished work. He starts on a desperate search for them before they are forever lost. As he progresses deeper into the perilous realm, he encounters a variety of allies and opponents, each with their own goals and secrets. Scotland Yard, nicknamed as a Devil's Basilisk, is poised to unleash its innovative monitoring technology in London in 1849. This lethal contraption threatens the thief's career. There is, nevertheless, the thief can take the device before it comes into the hands of the wrong people. They may improve their talents, obtain new equipment, and enter London's rich buildings. The heist is unusual because of the random building creation, which puts their wits and flexibility to the test. Will they be able to pull off the swindle? Their thieving legacy's destiny is in their hands. Scientists built 4 small creatures to put their teamwork abilities to the test. They chained them together and let them explore through colorful, challenging, and cooperative experimental scenarios. The game is a co-op 2D party game in which players take on the roles of monsters and scientists. To complete stages and stay alive, they must synchronize movement, leaps, and cling to the ground and walls. The game is enjoyable for the entire family.
And discover what events led to this.
Ace Attorney is an exciting game set in late 19th century Japan and England, with 5 murder mystery episodes loaded with drama, hilarity, and surprises. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, is charged with discovering the truth behind an international criminal organization and solving a cold case. Before entering the courtroom, players must chat with witnesses, examine evidence, and deduce intent. To defend their client's innocence, players must use their understanding of facts and testimony. The game features a help tool for individuals who have reached a dead end in their inquiry. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!